EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks. Well, down on the field, they're all... The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Smith. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now receiver in motion left. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his 3rd NFL season now out of Iowa State.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
It was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. The throwing here, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Purdy. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Niners at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Flush to his right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Niners with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. One of the tight ends comes in motion. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond, but on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. It's caught. Lockett. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Geno. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks down the numbers. There he goes. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Purdy from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. It'll be a gain of 5, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 31. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 3 from the 9. They'll look to throw again. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Derek Hall in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Geno now to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Smith now to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report. Season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Connects with Kittle underneath. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there but couldn't bust free. Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The throwing here, Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Purdy bootlegging it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Here's Purdy. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Holding offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Back to throw. Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Shotgun now with Purdy. This is Jennings. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Geno. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the 1st down.
And Walker has it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Walker now at 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try for the 1st with Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
Holding offense.
If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Now Geno.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on third down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
Myers' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 5.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and now it's 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They run again with Walker. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
To throw is Purdy.
It's caught by Jennings. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
This one caught by Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here's Purdy to throw.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Purdy to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Here's Purdy.
He's got it. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Throwing, Purdy.
And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory.
The extra point try now for Moody.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And they have got the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra point. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And his kick here is good. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.